Hi, everybody. Welcome to day 4 of the G.R.O.W conference. Hi, Priye. Hi, Jessica Prime. Hi, Intentional Nini. Yay, happy to have you guys here. Welcome to day 4. It has been, I don't know how to describe it, but it has been quite a journey. The past 3 days has been, ooh. How are you guys doing? How are you guys doing today? Somebody tell me in the chat. How are you doing today? So good to have you guys here. The momentum is dying down. It's supposed to be increasing. Momentum is supposed to be like going up as we are going. Why are you guys doing like this? People are following my hand. What's going on here? I'm doing okay, Nini. Thanks a lot for asking. Hi, Abisola. Good evening. Thank you so much for asking. The momentum is dying down. What's going on? Okay, guys. So if your conference bestie is not here, go and bring them here. Please go and bring your conference bestie. If they are not here, please go and bring them here right now. Go and bring your conference bestie. Please go and bring your Jessica Prime. Where is Esther? Priya, where is your bestie? Intentional Nini, where is your conference bestie? Go and bring your bestie. If you are here and you're watching, comment in the chat. Let's see you. Let's hear from you. All right. So let's kickstart. Should we do small exercise? Hi, Damilola. Good to have you here. Hello. Welcome to the live. Do you have a conference bestie yet? Go and drag your conference bestie here, guys. Go and drag your conference bestie. Go and drag your conference bestie. Everybody, go and drag them. Drag them by their wigs, their tail, their hair, everything. Go and drag them here right now. I've got to drag up our wig. Very good. Amazing. Jessica says, my day was tiring. I need malt and milk. So I'll send your address. Let me send you malt and milk. Or I'll send you digital one. Let me send you digital malt and milk. But it's not been easy. It's not been easy. It's not been easy. It's not been easy. Even my day has been. In fact, it was one. It was my one-to-one session today that woke me. The alarm from my Google Calendar that woke me up for my one-to-one session today. I was so tired. In fact, today has been quite a day. But we are here. We are strong, and we'll keep going. Content marketing babe say I've gone to drag her. Jessica said I've gone to drag her. Sparkly says she does not have a conference bestie. Is Damilola still here? I think Damilola also does not have a conference bestie. Does Damilola have a conference bestie? If you don't have, then Damilola and Sparkly, you both can be a conference bestie. So what you need to do right now, exchange your Instagram handles in the chat. Exchange your Instagram handles in the chat so that you can go and you can connect outside of this place. So Damilola and Sparkly. Is Damilola still here? I don't think she has a bestie. I'm not sure. So Damilola, okay, I do not have. Okay, very good. So Damilola, Abiola, and join Sparkly. Both of you, I'm merging you together as conference besties. So exchange your handles in the comments. Exchange your handles. Now, some of you might think, oh, why is Elohor doing conference bestie, all of these things? I may not be giving you award. I may not be giving you marks for having a conference bestie, but you never know. You never can tell where that relationship will lead to. Most of my closest friends today, I met them online. I made them either we started by working with each other, or we started from a comment section, or we started from just replying each other via Instagram story to our DMs. And today we are really good friends. In fact, majority of my friends, I met them online. And we didn't start out to say we want to be friends. It just started from either work or from a comment section. And today we are here, we are friends, we've done so many amazing things together. And that's it. So some of you are complaining, oh, I don't have any online friend. I don't have any business friend. Now I'm telling you to choose a bestie and you don't want to choose. You don't want to choose. You people are just saying, I don't have, or I don't have. Share your handle. Which one is I don't have? I don't have. I've already met you, both of you together. Damilola and Sparkly, share your handle. Share your handle so that you can connect after here. All right, amazing. So I believe there's nobody here that does not have a conference best. If you don't have, signify now, so I will merge you with somebody. Sparkly, also share your own so that Damilola can also reach out to you. Sparkly, join Sparkly, share your handle so that Damilola can also reach out to you as well, so you guys can connect from there. All right. So let's move on. Okay, so we want to play a game, our usual game. If your business was a place, okay, before we play the game, we need a class captain. I almost forgot. Who is going to volunteer to be our class captain? Intentional Nini did really well yesterday. Thank you very much. And Jessica Prime has also done very well on the 2 days where she was a class captain. Thank you guys very much for keeping the comment section bubbling, for highlighting the things that the important things that the speakers have been saying in the comments. Thank you so much, our class captains. So today we need a class captain for day 4. So if you're going to be a class, if you know you can take up that role, just comment me or just comment I volunteer. And I'm going to, can somebody do class captain twice? Okay, Esther. All right, cool. So Esther, you're our class captain for today. Of course, you can do twice. So you're now our class captain, Esther. Esther is now our class captain. All right, thank you very much, Esther, for thank you very much, Esther, for that. Thank you. I appreciate you. All right. Esther, I would like to do one more today. Okay, Intentional Nini is going to be the assistant class rep or class captain, whichever we call it. So Esther and Intentional Nini are going to be our class rep for today. All right, class reps, because there are 2. All right, thank you guys. Yes, so Esther and Jessica Prime, I've been seeing the both of you. Like, you guys are showing up real good. Well done. And I think Piri's partner too has always been showing up. Piri, who is your partner again? Is she here? I think Piri's partners. I'm taking note of you guys, though. My pleasure, intentionally. Thank you more for volunteering to do this. Thank you more for volunteering to do this. I appreciate you. All right. Let's go. Let's play our game. Who's ready for the game? If you're ready for the game, type ready. Type ready. Type ready. Ready. Type ready. Hey, type ready. Okay, I can see the ready. Yeah, amazing. Game time. Yes, it's time for game. Okay, so it's time for game. Let's play our game today. This game is hot. It's game time. Okay, so if your business was a place, what place will it be and why? If your business was a place, what place will it be and why? If your business was a place, it can be a city, it can be a country, it can be a continent. It doesn't necessarily have to be. It can even be a street. Maybe it's a street somewhere that you like. So if your business was a place, what place would it be? What place would it be? Oh yeah, people should start thinking. No. You want me to share my own first? I'm here. Okay, comfort. Yeah, comfort and content marketing, babe. Yeah. If your business was a place, what country will it be? Or what place would it be rather? For me, if my business was a place, it's going to be Paris, 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 Paris. So why did I choose Paris? I chose Paris because number one, Paris is my dream place to go to. And aside that, so I feel like, oh, my business is my dream, right? So Paris is my dream place to go to. But aside that, Paris is a place of so many opportunities, so many exciting opportunities and places. There's a lot of things that go, the arts, the museums, holy sites, the cuisines, like a lot of things that goes on in Paris. I know my business is also focused on that, right? There's this inclusivity, which is one of my brand value as a business, right? And that's something that my business is big on. And that's why I chose Paris. Okay. Uh Content marketing babe say, I would say Silicon Valley, a place where new innovative ideas are bettered on the regular. I say you people are too smart in this live session. Ha! Somebody don't write name one, no fit pronounce. So comfort me. Luxembourg. Luxembourg because it's one of the richest country on a low key. My business does email marketing for people and it makes business rich on a low key. Osha proper. Oh my god. You part see, in fact, I feel like, oh my god, you part too smart. You see on this live, oh no, 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 no. You are too smart. You guys are too what? Like, how did you think about that? Okay. Okay. Hey, content marketing, babe. This your conference bestie. Both of you are hot you. All right, all right, all right, all right. Who else? Intentional Nini says UK. Firstly, it is highly sought after. Cool. Very good analogy. People don't want to visit and return. They want to stay back and extract every possible every possible goodie, every possible goodie out of her. There are lots of opportunities to explore. Intentionally, this is really good. This is really good. Well done. Well done. Well done. Omo, you una think, oh God, I beg. Damnola says Italy because of fashion XD. Oh, Damnola is a fashion mama. So she chose it. That's really nice. That's really nice. That's really nice. You una dey think, sha, God, I beg. How does they think all these things? Olorun job. Una dey think. Una dey think. Una dey think, sha. Oh, let me not even say anything again. Let me not say anything. Okay, who else? Who else? We have 2 more minutes for this game. Who else? Who else? Who else? Who else is playing? Who else is playing? Okay, so I want to bring up 2 besties on the call. I want to bring up 2 besties that have connected, not the ones that have not connected, right? I want to bring up 2 besties that have connected. I want you guys to share with us how you guys connected and what you guys are doing so far and how you think is going for you guys based on the assignments I've been giving you people from day 1 to day 3. Which of the besties are ready to come up? Which of the besties are ready to come up? Oh yeah, identify yourself. Tumishe says, I would say the UK because it is expensive and it is worth every penny. My brand is expensive and they are worth every penny. Amazing. Now again, you see how 2 people have chosen chosen. You see how 2 people chose the UK, but they have different perspective about why they chose the UK. All right. Amazing. Thank you for that. You guys are too smart. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. All right. So 2 besties that are willing to come live. You want to share your journey Two besties that have connected, please. If you know you've not connected, no, you're not qualified for this live session. Two besties that are connected via the DM, like you guys have spoken since you guys were besties and you've started plans for your accountability and all the assignments that we've been given the entire 3 days so far. Two besties, please signify. I will drop the link and you guys will join. Who is ready? Who is ready? Two besties here. Well, now. Two besties, anyone? Two besties, anyone? Two besties, anyone? Two besties, anyone? Anybody, just comment and say, I just joined today. Peace, Frank. Okay. Oh, welcome. Good to have you here. Peace. Who does not have a bestie here and would like to get Peace Frank as a bestie? Who doesn't have a bestie? Who doesn't have a bestie and would like Peace to be their besties? Anyways, any besties, this is Bestie Spotlight. Two besties that have connected from the conference. Anybody ready to go? Anybody ready to go? I'll count 1 to 10, and if I see nobody, I will move on. Excuse me. I don't have any, please. Okay, very good. Oh, start commenting if you know you're just joining and you don't have. So, Peace Frank and Lillian, drop your IG handles and connect with yourself. Peace Frank and Lillian David. Peace Frank and Lillian David. Drop your Instagram handles now and then go and follow yourself and tell yourselves that you're your besties and then you connect from there. You can watch the daily replays to see the assignments I've been giving to besties for day 1, day 2, day 3. Day 1, day 2, day 3. Okay, very good. At Franca Info is Peace Frank handle. So Lillian David, drop your own handle to connect with Peace. I think both of you now have. Okay, so Pirie and Comfort, please join the call. Thank you. Use the link in the comment to join Pirie and Comfort. Thank you. Lillian David, Peace Frank has dropped her Instagram handle. Drop your own so that both of you will connect after this call. Lillian David, drop your own so you connect with your bestie after this call. So Pirie and Comfort, please join the live. Thank you. Somebody else said they don't have. Lovett say I don't have any bestie. If you like to be Lovett's bestie, please comment so that I can merge you both together. If you like to be Lovett's bestie, comment so I'll merge both of you. Peace and Lillian. So Lillian, if you are watching the replay, this is Peace handle. Make sure to reach out to her. She's your bestie. Okay, Lillian has also dropped hers. So Peace, this is Lillian's handle. So Peace and Lillian, please connect after this on Instagram. Okay, so remaining Lovett. Lovett needs a bestie, a conference bestie. If you're here and you don't have a bestie, please indicate interest and I'll merge you and Lovett. All right, where's Comfort? Pirie is already here. Where's Comfort? Comfort, please join with the link so that I can add you and Pirie to the screen, to the stage, rather. Lovett needs a bestie. If you are here and you don't have a bestie and you like to have one, drop your comments. You don't know where this might lead you guys. You know, running your business online, being an entrepreneur can be a very lonely journey sometimes. My best friend right now is Process 2 Bucks. Yay. I met her online, and till today we've been friends for over 1 year. I think it's over 1 year and 6 months now. I've never met her my entire life, but we've shared so much together than I have shared with anybody that I've even been with physically, you know. and she's my best friend today. We met online. We met on Instagram, in fact, to be precise. So you don't know what you're going to be building after. Okay, so Anthony and Lovett. So Anthony and Lovett are your besties. So Anthony and Lovett, please share your Instagram handle in the comments. Anthony and Lovett are the new besties that I just met. Anthony and Yoha, I hope I called that correctly. Anthony and Loveth, please share your handle and connect. All right, so we'll have the two besties that are connected on the call. Oh, Shapra, see comfort, fine gay. Hey,
Hi,
Hi.
bestie.
Hi. Hi, everybody. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you loud
Can you
and
hear me
clear.
clearly too?
Yes, we can.
Okay, perfect.
How are you guys? How are you guys?
Comfort, go first.
Hi. There's no power in my place, so it's a bit dark.
No problem, no problem. I even like it looks this black and white kind of
Yeah.
feel, the
Mm-hmm.
vibe.
Fine, thank you.
Amazing. So did you guys know each other before the conference or you connected from the conference?
Yes, we did. We had connected already on Instagram, and then we saw ourselves here again, so we just decided to be conference besties as well.
Wow, amazing, amazing. So how far are you guys going with the conference assignments, the bestie assignments? Have you guys started the conversation?
Yeah, Comfort, do you want to go?
I think she's freezing.
Okay. Yeah, we've gone really far. Actually, after the first day with the first task, um, Comfort, we can't hear you.
I think
So
you're
I
on
don't know
mute.
what's happening, but it's
Okay.
echoing. And okay, I know what's happening. Don't worry.
Okay.
Okay, it's better now.
Okay, cool.
Okay, awesome.
Yes. Yes, you were saying, you asked me something the other time.
Yes, I was saying that how is it going with the assignment and the bestie assignment? Have you guys
Oh, it's
started
going
anything?
well. It's
So
going
how
really
far has it gone?
well. Really, really well. Okay, so for the first day we had a really long call, and plus we already knew each other on Instagram, although we've never met, but then we've been very chummy online for some
Okay, cool.
months now. So we just met up online still. And then we talked about our plans, and then we have everything laid out, and we're already implementing since day one.
In
So
terms of the sales strategy and content, the content show up challenge as well.
Okay,
yes.
amazing. So you guys are working on that. All right, very cool. So how about day two? In terms of the offer message, are you guys started working on that as well?
Yes,
Yeah.
sure. So we went over that, and actually, for me, I don't really plan on like doing anything new this year in terms of launches or anything. But we did talk about pardon that, we did talk about our values and all those kind of things. We had a chat, exchanged voice notes. The first day was a phone call, and the second day we had chats and voice notes and so on.
Okay, so I
Yes.
think one thing about the offer thing, it's not don't necessarily have to have new offers. You can also use it to refine your already existing offers. So
Yeah.
not necessarily like having a new offer. So let's say you have an already existing offer, you can look at it like how can I refine it? How can I make it better with all these things that I now have in place? This new value, my values are now in place, my personality is now in place. How can I now use this formula to work on the offer to even make it better? Because at the end of the day, I believe that as growth comes, we should always tweak things. You don't have
Mm,
to, once you create something, it does not have to be like that forever and ever. You have to tweak. If possible, said if it means tweaking the promise of the program, or even so when I launched Grow Challenge, the promise was helping you monetize, helping you show up and all. Do you know that during the challenge, somebody in the challenge gave me a new promise? The person said, Elohor, I think you need to add to this growth challenge promise. You need to add this to it. Selling yourself confidently. The person
mm,
told me in the challenge. And when the person said it, then she shared her journey and be like, oh, that after she was able to put all those things we did in the challenge in place, that she was able to start selling herself confidently, that she went for a consultation with the doctor. And after the doctor, imagine somebody that went for a doctor appointment, she started selling herself to the doctor.
oh,
And they're already moving to the point where they want to close it and all of those things. But I will not go deep into that. But she said she got that boldness rather because of the clarity she got from the G.R.O.W challenge. Like, oh, I'm now clear. But I didn't think about that. I didn't think about that when I was selling the program. I was just saying, oh, I will, if you are monetizing or you've never monetized, but you just want to make sure that you consistently monetize, you show up differently. That was the message. But now that I'm bringing back G.R.O.W challenge, okay, I've got to put it there. Sell yourself, you know. So sometimes asking for feedback, you should also add that. That's why I said that customer audience research. I think you should also decide how you want to go about that. So reaching out to your customer, getting feedback from them from specific things that they bought from you, and use that to also amplify and work on your existing
tweak what is existing.
Exactly.
I'll definitely do that. Thank you so much.
Amazing. So day 3, the stories. You guys have gotten the story generator, right?
Yes, I got that from the Telegram group as well.
Okay. Okay. How's that going?
For me, I've not imputed yet, but it's something I'm going to use because based on what you just said regarding offers, I have a couple of offers that I'm bringing out this month and next month. And the day that I think it was day 2, right? Where we talked about offers and products and clarifying it and everything. It also helped me to clarify some of those things that I wanted to do already and like getting their names all and everything. So yes, this the story is going to be really helpful because I have a couple of case studies that this story is going to help me bring out more to sell the offers that I have around.
What's that noise?
I don't know.
I think it's real. It's her. Okay, cool. That's really amazing. So I think you guys should talk through everything. Talk through your offers together. That's why your besties. Talk through the stories. So when you generate your stories, talk through it with your bestie, and review these things together and, just start infusing it into your accountability challenge that you already have done. Yeah. Well done, guys. Well done. I'm so proud of you people. I'm so proud.
Thank you.
All right.
All right. Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
All right. Thank you so much to the 2 besties, Content Marketing Babe and Comfort. I don't know Comfort's social media handle, but Piria is Content Marketing Babe and she's a social media expert. Comfort is an email marketer. That I know for sure. But I'm not sure of Andrew. So you can also connect with them as well. All right. So our speaker is already in the house. So we're not going to keep her waiting. We're going to bring her to the stage. Our speaker. She done ready. She done set. Oh my God. So let's get ready for our speaker. But while we are getting ready for her, let's get to know her first. All right. So let's go.
Trying to achieve sustainable business growth without structure is like trying to make a 1-cylinder engine do the work of a 10-cylinder engine. At the end of the day, both the engine and the operators will explode.
She's an experienced pharmacist, data analyst, and business analyst with almost a decade of experience in various industries, including healthcare, market research and consulting, regulatory affairs, and health tech. Currently, she holds the position of Vice President for Quality Assurance and Government Relations at a leading health technology company in Nigeria, where she recently led the company through ISO 9001-2015 certification process. Meet our speaker, Oyindamola Ayodeji-Oni, who is responsible for institutionalizing businesses, streamlining processes, increasing efficiency across strategic business units, and overseeing regulatory compliance and M&E activities. Previously, Oyindamola served as operations manager for Nigeria's first franchise pharmacy chain, where she managed the operational stability and growth of community pharmacies across Nigeria. Oyindamola is a business structure expert, having worked with several businesses to design the systems, policies, SOPs, process maps, and other elements of a business structure framework. In 2022, she founded the Business Structure Girl to help small and medium-sized businesses achieve greater efficiency, stability, profitability, and productivity by providing tools to streamline their processes and create systems. Throughout her career, Oyindamola has been recognized for her ability to streamline complex processes, present them in clear, easy-to-understand language, and increase efficiency across the board. She is also known for exceptional skills in stakeholder management, process mapping, process improvement, and implementation, as well as writing winning proposals for various types of funding. Oyindamola will bring in her knowledge of business strategy, structures, and processes to the G.R.O.W conference to show you how to build proper structures and systems to grow your business. There's so much to learn and take away from this event, and you also stand a chance to get free access to Oyindamola's offer in the raffle draw. So, missing this is not an option. Want to watch Oyindamola? Yay! So that's our speaker, Oyindamola. I'm going to bring her up to stage now, so you guys should meet her. It's a delight and a privilege for me to have you here. Good evening, Ma.
Good evening.
Welcome.
Good evening. Thank you for
Welcome
having me.
Thank you for
Thank
coming.
you.
Welcome to the G.R.O.W conference. We've been expecting this
Thank
day.
you.
Oh my God. Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
All right,
All right.
Mas. Are you ready for us?
Oh, yes, I am. Good evening, everyone. Yeah. So first of all, full disclosure, I doubt that I'll finish my session in 40 minutes. I have 32 slides or so. So, I mean, I did it such that even if I don't finish it, you can look through whatever is left and then you can work with that to actually do whatever it is you need to do. So, yeah. So I'll just go right into it so I don't waste any time. That would be my best option. So yes, good evening again, everyone. My name is Oyindamola, and I'm here to actually take you on the basics of, building a solid brand by the way of structure, right? So you know that it's very easy for all of us to get carried away. Structure is that thing that a lot of business owners have practically heard about. And right now, for a lot of people, it feels like a buzzword, right? Vision 2020 of those days. Everybody's talking about structure, structure, structure. And it seems a lot of times that people don't even know what structure is. And so it gets a lot of business owners confused, right? So basically, at the end of this training, or by the time you get to the end of these slides, right, you will, as a participant of this event today, understand, first of all, what systems are. There's nothing big or understand that nobody can understand about systems. So you will know what systems are. You will know why you actually need them as a business owner, and you will also know how to create your systems, right? Then you will discover if you really need to hire staff, right, and how to start building your team if you do. Then you will know when and know how to expand your business offerings. And you would also get basics, because I'm not a finance expert, but I'm going to tell you the little I know about what you need to do to manage the finances of your business properly, right? So what is business structure? That word you hear and it's like, oh, these people have come again, right? Basically, in one single paragraph, business structure is the organization of the different areas of a business in a way that it will continue to run efficiently and smoothly without the physical presence or sometimes the hands-on involvement of the business owner or any other key person, meaning that you move the business from a person-centered business to a system-centered one. Now, I understand that most of us that are here today are we run our businesses alone, right? So you are the solo owner of your business, you do everything alone. And so you don't really see how, but I will explain how exactly your business can still function without that your hands-on involvement. Every day you're on Instagram, every day you are doing this, every day you are doing that, right? So there's the way that you'll be able to make the business run And so you can do other things while the business continues to grow. Yeah. So I'm just going to run through this. I decided to put this slide because if you don't know what the building blocks of structure is, we might get further into the discussion and you realize that, okay, why is she talking about mission, vision, and all of these things? So just look at this slide. I'm going to jump, right? Look at it in like 15 seconds and then I'm jumping. But basically, all the things that I hear are the things that you need that will make your structure actually solid, right? The way they say protein is the building block of the body or whatever that is. So this is what makes your structure able to actually stand, full stop. There's also teams here. If I was presenting like a larger group of business owners that I'm sure have teams, would also talk about their teams, which would also be a major part. So if you have a business and you have like employees, there would also be teams and company culture as part of this, but we'll talk about that later. So yes, what are systems? Basically, your systems are documented procedures, policies, and then software, tools, whatever it is really, that you use to manage an aspect of your business to achieve an objective. You see, we've already spoken about some of the things we said. Objective is now showing up, right? So basically, to take it away from being that thing that is all whoozy systems, hey. Basically, a system is how I do my stuff, right? How I do it here. It doesn't matter if everybody does their marketing this way. I, in this business, do my marketing this way. That's really what it is. So let's say that for your own marketing, you use email, Instagram, whatever it is, you put it together and then you run it for a particular number of months. And then you get this kind of what you are measuring and all of that. You use this kind of tools, you use this particular software, it is how you do it. And that makes it your system. Systems integrate all the elements required. What a system has really come to do is to make your body or your business an efficient machine so it continues to roll. Is the way that you have a car, right? Your car is a machine, and there are many different parts of it, that you need to, that needs to work together for that car to move. So your systems are those things that work together here and there and there. You don't particularly every day see those systems on the outside, but they are there teaching you and helping you to do the things you need to do, right? And of course, let's use a common example. So you talk about the respiratory system, your throat, your mouth, your nose. All of those are individual, entities on their own, but they come together, right, to form that respiratory system. So that's what a system is. Different things coming together to do it in your own way. So yeah. So let me use this example that I put here, a customer management system. So for example, you have an SOP for onboarding new customers, an SOP for handling customer complaints, an SOP for generating feedback from your clients, then your return policy, because it deals with customers, your refund policy. And then if you have maybe any software you use, track your customer relationship management, all of those will come together, right, to be your system for customer management. Now, everybody can have these elements in their whatever, but somebody's return policy is that when you buy, you can't return. Another person's policy is that when you buy, you can return in 3 days. Another person's policy is that you can return in 2 weeks. And then somebody uses this platform as their own CRM software, you use another one. The way that you put that system together will be different, even though you have the same elements, right? For example, I use this as an example. So if you go into a Chicken Republic, Chicken Republic, probably you enter there and you want to buy something that is not in that till that you see outside. They definitely will say nice, nice. Nice, nice is nothing, right? What does it mean? Nothing. It doesn't even make sense. But they say it. They say it because that is Chicken Republic's system of interacting with one another in the business. You are on some Zoom calls, and when somebody finishes speaking, they say over. What the first day I experienced, I was like, what's that? And then I realized that all of them in that company have actually chosen to say over or have been told to say over when you are done speaking so that the next person can take up, so that the meeting is not rowdy. That is their system for having meetings. So basically, that's what it is. As a system, then the elements would have to work together in harmony so that they are systems. So an SOP is an SOP. It's not a system. I don't have time to talk about that today, but an SOP is not a system, right? An SOP is basically just that, an SOP. A policy is a policy, all of those things are individual stuff, right? So what are the benefits? What do you benefit from having a system? First of all, you have clarity and you have consistency. And you see, when you have clarity that I know that this is how I'm supposed to do this thing, even if I'm not feeling well, I do it the same way. Even if I'm not available and I have to tell my sister to help me, she's going to do it the same way. So you know that your client is going to be satisfied, or you are going to get the same result from this thing in the way that you've been getting it. So that consistency helps you. Then you are able to scale it. There's also the possibility of scaling when you have that, you have a system in place. What scaling means basically is that you can get the same results doing less work and spending less money. So you hear about scale and you think, oh, it's something. So there is business growth and then there's the ability for a business to scale, right? So when a business is scaling, it probably can do the same thing with 6 staff that a business that is just growing will do with 10 staff. So for example, you now want to open another, what do you call that thing now? Another branch of your business, or you want to, attend to more clients. And so you need to bring people, into the business and all of that. How do you do it? Right? So that is what scalability, which is backed up by systems, gives to you, right? So when you are scaling, you know that in Lagos, Ibadan, and Abuja, my business is going to speak the same words. My business is going to do the same thing. My business is going to ask the same questions. My business is going to give the same answers when particular things are asked. If you go to a bank, they've debited you wrongly, they know, the customer service people know, and they're sorry, right? But when you enter the bank, they will tell you the same thing. And they will tell you that, oh, sorry, it would be sorted in 2 working days. If it's not sorted, please call this number, please send an email, and all of that. That's what they tell you. So that means a bank is scaling. And then you have streamlined efforts. You are not here and there, you are not scattered. As in, you try it today, it works. Tomorrow, you're trying, you're not really sure, is it going to work, is it not going to work, right? That's not going to happen when you have systems in place. And then you can continually improve. Say, for example, take the customer management, whatever I spoke about, and you see that your customers are complaining, and you are now looking at what is making them complain. Then you see that your return policy is too hard. And sometimes, based on the kind of service you render or the kind of products you sell, there might be returns. So you are able to improve that return policy without holding every other thing down. And then systems allow you to focus. You can do the same thing and continue to do it. And then systems as well bring control. I'm sorry that I'm rushing. I really want to get to a good part of the slides before 40 minutes is up. So control. Control is that thing that sets a structured business apart from one that is not structured. Because the funny thing about control is that in a structured business, you release it as an individual and then the business has it, right? So, for example, say you sell stuff and you don't have an SOP.
Hi
Okay, you can hear
everyone. I think
myself.
our speaker is having connectivity issues. Can you guys hear
I'm
me?
here. I'm here. Hello.
Can you guys hear me? Are you guys following so far? Can you guys hear me? Let me know in the chat if you can hear me.
Is that in a structured business? All right. I don't know what's happening. Hello, can you hear me? Hello? 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 Um, Hi, Elohor. I don't know if I should continue or hold on for you because I can see myself, but I don't know if everybody can hear me. All right. Sorry about that. I want to believe you can hear me now. So I was speaking about the last benefit I put here. There are many, many, many more other benefits of having systems, right? But I'll just put the last one as control. And the reason why I did that is because control is something that a lot of business owners are worried about losing, right? And like I said, when you have put systems in place for your business, you are not in control, but your business is in control. And that, saves everybody the stress of having to worry about what's happening or what's not happening, right? So basically controls are checkpoints that you put in place that prevent inappropriate decisions from being taken, even when you as a business owner are not there personally, right? I mean, there are different kinds of control. You can say, for example, for those who have teams, one person signs the checks, then another person takes it to the bank. or one person counts the money, another person, deposits it in the bank. Okay. Elohor seems to have gone off again. I don't know. But let me just continue so that I don't hold you people down for too long. All right.
You're on mute, ma. You're on mute.
All right. So, yeah, welcome back. Okay. So, I've spoken about control, and like I said, there are many other benefits. You can look them up and, just check and see the kind of benefits you would even get when you actually put your own systems together. So, I put here a 5-step process, right? Where if you check online, you will see different people, having their own different opinions or their own different ways, right, of actually creating systems. But I put together this 5-step system to actually explain, at a glance how systems can be done. So my 5-step system basically is define your systems, document your systems, communicate your systems, implement your systems, and then improve them. Improve them will bring you back to definition again, because that means there's something else you then need to define and all of that. So basically, to be able to actually have systems that work for your business, you will need, your mission. Define the overall purpose of your business, which is the mission of that business. Then you define what you desire the business to be in the future. That's your vision. Then you now define what you want to achieve with your business, in a specified space of time. Those will be your goals, and then how you intend to achieve your desired goals. So, yes, I want to increase my sales would be a goal. Say I want to increase my sales by 20% by the end of 2023. That would be a goal. But how do I want to increase my sales would then be what the strategic objective. So one person's two people can have that same goal, right? And then one person's strategic objective is to use influencer marketing, and another person's strategic objective is to use, stockists who would actually take on their products and keep it until they're able to sell. So whatever it is, whatever works for you, depending on where your business is, that's how you do that. Then you go on to documentation. So when you know these goals, you know all of these things, of course, you document them. Then you document the steps involved in performing any task in your business. Now, there are tasks that you have in your business that you don't really need them to have the same result. So you might, be fine with to not document those. But if you have any task that you want to have the same result, if that is, for example, I always want this, people that come on my course to get a kind of feeling, you then document your steps in creating your course. Or I want to people that hire me for graphic design to feel a certain type of way, to get good results all the time. Then you document your steps to actually creating those designs, right? Then you now have any behavioral expectations that you have of others that will help you not have to answer the same questions or correct the same errors repeatedly. Those will be your policies. For example, you are working for someone and the person keeps sending you messages, when am I getting this, when am I getting this? Ideally, you should have started the deal, I don't know how to put it, with a service delivery policy or a service delivery agreement that states everything you are expected. You are going to talk work once a week. This thing is going to be ready 6 weeks after we start, whatever that is. If you are a service-based business, because I believe that most people here are service-based businesses, right? So you will get your graphics in 3 days, you will get your graphics in 2 days, in 3 working days. I would send if 2 samples, and then or 3 choices, and then you choose one, so that you don't keep designing the same graphic. Uh, you don't keep working on the same design for someone, and you have done 8 designs, and the person is not satisfied, and you are wasting time because you have other things to do. But you see, these things, as small as they sound or as funny as they sound, they actually do happen. Somebody has, you have made this dress for the person has gained weight, the person has brought it back, losing it today, losing it tomorrow, losing it day after tomorrow. Okay, I'm slimmer now, please take it back to the size that it was. A lot of stuff, and they are wasting your time, right? So the ideal thing to do is that you have a policy, that guides your interactions with these people ahead. Then communicate. There's no point documenting anything if you're not going to communicate to the people that need to know, right? So when you want to take on a business, then you communicate your policies. When you want to take on a business, then you communicate your what's that thing called now? You communicate your SOPs if you're taking on staff, or if you want to even outsource something, I need somebody else to do it, right? So communicate the expected results from those systems, communicate what you think they need to do, what they have to do, and all of that. Then implement. So when you communicate, either you or somebody else has to implement the systems that you have created. And then, of course, because nothing is perfect and will continue to be perfect, you need to then continue to improve. It's if you decide, if you don't decide how frequently you will improve your systems, you probably will not improve them. If you don't say that I would, sit and look at these systems in 6 months or twice a year, you won't do it. So it's best that you determine the frequency that you would use to actually improve your system. So let me see if this thing works for 6 months, and then I'll change it. And then, of course, ensure that all previously noted improvements are implemented. I have to rush now. So yeah. Okay, so here basically is saying your business most likely already has a system for doing things, right? The problem in many businesses is that that system is not defined. And where it is defined, it is not documented. If it's not documented, it cannot be implemented effectively. Because what it means is that if you ask me, I will tell you A. If you ask another person, they will tell you something else. So our first assignment today is this. When you leave here today, I don't know your businesses, but I would like to see that you have created a system. What? A system to deliver products, order fulfillment system, people management system if you have staff, just create one system, cash flow management system or financial management system. Create those systems, right? So that you can work in a shorter time and you can do more things, right? In the long run. Yeah. So next slide, please. Yeah. So we are here, right? I hope that everybody's getting some, some form of value from this. I know that I'm rushing, but take it like that. You would learn one or two things by the time we are done. So I put this here because I'm not particularly sure if many of us have teams or not, but I'm assuming that we don't. So, and of course, for good reason, right? Many service business owners actually start out solo. I have a laptop. Somebody has told me how to design stuff on it. on Canva. So I go ahead and I start a business. I am now Oyindamola Business and Co, whatever that is, right? So I'm doing graphics, I'm doing it. I'm getting good vibes. People like my work. I'm getting good vibes. And then suddenly I'm busy. And the next thing I start thinking is, okay, I need to employ you. I need to get somebody to work with me because I can't do this thing on my own anymore. Right? And so we're doing that. But the thing is this, that time when you need to employ others, or that time when you are considering employing other people, is a very, very vital part of your business. It's a huge milestone because, first of all, it signifies, at least to people on the outside, that your business is doing well, right? And it is also a very tricky time because it can scatter everything that you have built from the beginning. So, one of the first things you need to know is, do you even have to employ or not? Right? So how will you know if you are actually ready to employ? And how do you know if maybe you just need some help, maybe outsource something to someone, or let somebody take charge of this thing that you're doing? Right? So I put here, if you are struggling to keep up with the demands of your growing business so much that you don't want to continue to turn clients away, maybe you should consider employing, right? If what you thought was a temporary busy time, say maybe you got a project, you thought you were going to work on it for 6 months, but you realize that I've been working on it for 1 year and it's still coming, maybe it's time to employ a staff, right? You stop promoting your business because you're swamped with orders, you're swamped with requests for people to use your services, or you keep seeing good opportunities you can plug in here and there, but it requires skills and expertise that you don't have. It will be a great time, right, to consider starting a team. If you are losing business because you can't deliver on time, and you're not delivering on time, is not because you are lazy, it's not because you're wasting time, it's actually because you are doing so much, and you don't want to turn them away, like I said in the first point, then you should consider employing someone. And again, so before you employ, you should know that the financial situation of your business is strong and stable. Reason why you need to first of all even know how to work out the finances of your business, right? So your finances are strong and stable enough to pay an employee, right? I would say for at least 6 months, because that 6 months will be time of learning and all of that, and so things might slow down a bit. Now, if your workload is just massive at the moment, but it will soon end, I don't think you should employ someone. Outsource if you can. Use a contractor or a freelancer, but don't take on a full-time staff. It's too much work. If your workload is sporadic, and for example, you know that in January, February, I'm so busy, and then March, April, it's not that serious, if that's how your work is, I don't think you should employ yet. You might want to use a contractor, get somebody for 2 months, let them do the work, and then, they'll go off on their way so that you are not indebted to continue to pay them when they are now not working. If you are overwhelmed and desperate to get help, don't start a team. I beg you. You will be frustrated the more. You will be more overwhelmed. The business can actually grind to a halt. If you are so overwhelmed and it is desperation that the next person that can read their name out of their CV is the person you're just going to employ, don't employ yet. This one is a given, but I really hope that we know that you don't need to employ because somebody who is your competitor has 5 staff. That's really not your business, right? Just let it go. I'm not even going to talk about that too much. Then if the revenue of your business is hardly enough for you to get by, please don't employ. Money in your account does not particularly mean revenue in your business. So please don't employ if you are not sure of the finances of your business. Now, to be able to now create an efficient team, say, okay, you have looked at it and you realize that, see, I have to employ. This work is killing me. Or this thing can be bigger than this. This vision I have, let's go get it and all of that. You need to look at these two key parameters ahead before you start the hiring process. Number one, look at your business as a whole, the entire business, right? And see what are the positions that this business needs to reach the vision that I have for it. For example, say you are a graphics designer today, but your vision is to be a digital marketing agency that is this in all of Africa. What are the roles you need in that business to be that in Africa? Write them down. The role that you currently take in that business as well right now, include it. So I understand that for a lot of solo businesses, right, you take on a lot of roles, but you don't define what your role is. And then you hear that you are CEO. I'm sorry. Let's leave that story for another day. But really, truly, you are not a CEO and it's fine. I mean, you don't have to be a CEO to be doing great work, right? But write it down. If you are currently now a digital marketer, but this business is going to grow to such a place that it's going to have a COO, then write it all down. It is work, but it is worth it, because the money you use to buy your phone or your laptop as a work tool, you can use it to do baby girl. So if you're not ready to work, just go buy your phone and be doing something else. But if you want to work, if you say you are building a business, then let's do it right. That's the point, right? So if before today you didn't have vision for your business, it's okay. But today you will go back and you go and define your vision, right? Then, number two, be clear on the kind of culture that you want your business to have before you employ. I say culture because if you have ever, there's this very popular saying in corporate world that structure, culture, we eat strategy for breakfast. So you have defined that beautiful strategy, but your workplace is toxic. Your strategy will be eaten up, thrown out. It will not work. So you need to ensure that the culture you want to build is clear. Whatever culture that is your business, but you need to be clear on it. Then, if you want to have an efficient team, you will need to hire for attitude and train for skill, especially as a solo business owner that is transitioning to an employer of labor. You need your first set of employees to do different things for you. Yes, this is their JD, but they might have to do this and that. You can't hire somebody who will be sulking because they have the skill. So you need to look out for that. I'm not saying your employees do not need to be skilled. I am saying that attitude is what will make them open to learning and willing to embrace flexibility when situations change. And of course, ensure that these people love your brand, they love your vision, and they fit into that culture you have defined up there, and they are aware of what the business needs to do. Yeah, so next slide. These other tips as well might help you. Ensure that you have the time and patience to recruit. Like I said, if you're overwhelmed and desperate, don't recruit yet. You are not ready. Or take some time off before you do. Or, have the time and have the patience. And then be clear on what the person will be doing in the new role. So, for example, you feel so, I'm overwhelmed. This person has to come, da, 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 da. And for 2 months, they are filled. And then after 2 months, there's no work again. So you need to be clear that, there's work for them to do. Then test someone in the role. You don't have to go, right into it, employ a full-time staff, give them HMO, give them this, give them that. You can test someone, right? Manage your business finances very well. Test someone in the role, maybe in a contractor role for 3 months and see. And then, see how they do and see whether you actually need to employ for this role now. Then fill the support roles first. It's important that don't employ somebody that has the same technical abilities as yourself. Fill the support roles first,
and hire for your weaknesses first. Even as a graphics designer, for example, or say you are a digital creator, there's yes, you like to dance and you like to do video, but there are parts of that thing you don't like. Maybe you don't like to edit videos, or you don't like anything with posting on Instagram, whatever it is, right? There's no good or bad in these things, but hire for your weaknesses first. If you hire for your strength, your business will eventually suffer, right? So ensure that you hire for those things you don't like to do, and then move on from there. Now, this one is long, and I don't know if I should jump in. So how much time do I have? It's very long. Expanding your offerings is very long. Even me, I know. So
Okay, so
please, Elohor.
you have about 25 minutes more. So maybe you can just
I
like
would,
just touch on it and not go deep.
yeah. All right. Okay. No problem. All right. So expanding your offerings. So you see, I mean, that's the goal, right? You've created one thing and you want to continue to expand. You want to continue to, grow your business, but you don't know when. When do I start to expand my offerings? I'll use myself as an example for this one. Um, so I wrote a book and it came out in April of this year. And as I started, I'd done some marketing for it ahead. I got some pre-orders. It was fairly good, right? And I realized that the book, which is really for businesses just to be structured and all of that, the book is called Dear Business Owner, is a but it speaks very much to people who have already set up their companies, people who have people who have team members, and so it speaks about all of those things, the kind of policies you need to share with your team members, disciplinary. I know it's a good book. I'm telling you, right? I'm blowing my horn, but yeah. But as I was marketing it, I realized something. More than 80% of the business owners in Nigeria right now don't have team members. You're surprised. I was surprised too. And I realized that book will not work for them as much. I mean, it could work for them if they are planning for their future, don't get me wrong. But for where they are, to ease the stress of this business almost making them run mad, where they are right now, that book is not going to work. What did I do? I started to work on another book. Simple. It's not easy because I have a full-time job, in case you don't know. But I realized that I would, first of all, not be able to help a lot of people. And that's not what my mission or my vision for starting this brand is, right? So I want people to run businesses without losing their minds. And that 80% cannot be left out of that, right? So I had to start working on something else. That's how it is. So basically expanding your service, your offerings for a service-based business is an exciting opportunity, but it also has to be a strategic one. So you are not doing it because it looks good. You are not doing it because your competitors are doing the same. You are doing it because you are clear on your vision, your mission, your goals, the core values that you have for yourselves, and of course, your strategic objectives very early in your business, right? So you know that, okay, this has to be done now. Simple. You know when you get to that point, right? But like I said, don't get to that point because it looks good that, oh, I have 37 ebooks. No, there's really no point if it's not making the impact you want your business to make, or because your competitors are doing the same. See, I've said it again. I said it one time in front that don't hire because somebody's hiring. Don't expand your offerings because somebody's expanding their offerings. It doesn't pay you. It's a waste of your time. Now, additional signs that might be helpful for you to know whether it's time to expand your offerings is that there appears to be a market for it. So this 80%, somebody asked me, this book, I saw this thing, I don't have a team. one person said, oh, come and train my community on business structure. As I was training them, she said, it's not for them right now, right? And then I created this material of this book, right? Not the entire material, but something. And I trained another group of people and I got glowing reviews. And I knew that if I don't release that book, I'm punishing myself and I'm punishing other business owners. And that's why I went ahead. So customers have been requesting for this new service. Okay, so me that I don't have a team, am I not going to structure? I've lost my voice. I'm crying every day in this business. My dispatch rider has done this. Oh, they've taken my order to this place, right? And then you have enough resources. So time, money, if you need people, you have enough people to drive the offering, because that's also important so that you don't wear yourself out and you are not able to actually grow. Then you see a connection between your current services and the new one. Then your God, sometimes that thing will trust your gut feeling agrees with that expansion. So if that is it, go for it. If it doesn't work out the way you want it to work out, you will learn, you pick your whatever and then you move on. So how do you expand your offerings? I have this 8-step approach. 8. I don't know if I'm going to talk through all of it, but I'm just going to say that this can be taken as a system for service development, right? This is my system for developing a new service. Let's put it that way. So it's the best way because it saves you stress and it doesn't allow you to waste a lot of your money before you realize that it doesn't work. Let's assume, for example, there are people here who are service-based business, products-based businesses. So they sell stuff, they sell clothes or shoes. And 1 or 2 people have asked you for shoes from Turkey. But your clients, you've not really seen them ask. Okay. And then you ask them, they say the minimum quantity is 100 pieces. 100 pieces, maybe 40 million. I don't know how much these things cost, but you can't put in 40 million because 2 people asked you for clothes. What's that? By the time the clothes will come and you sell those 2, what happens to the rest? You won't do that. So you develop your concept, right? The first thing, can go to the next slide. So your concept development is actually looking through the process and saying, right, if you have employees, ask them, so do you think we should do this? Okay, what do you think that, and if you take customer feedback as well, is very important. Data is life. We've heard it a lot, but it's just that, again, we see data as one highfalutin something that is floating, and you have to sit down behind a difficult Excel or Power BI or one hard something to get it out. No, data is that thing that your colleague said, that thing that your employee said, that thing that your 6 of your customers have said this thing. It is data to you. How many customers you have? 14, and 6 have said this. You should note it because that's almost 50% of your customer base, right? So conduct that session. Ask your employees if you have. If you don't have, talk to your customers. Ask them if you have a nudging, to add something to your product line that is like nothing has opened up, but you think you should expand. Ask them. So are there gaps in your offerings they want you to plug? Are there things they want? All of those things. And then, like I said again, listen to your instincts. You've already developed a successful business. I believe that you should have had some kind of traction in business to even say you want to expand your offerings, right? So listen to yourself. Listen, are you sure? Does your heart really, 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 connect to this thing that you want to do? If it does, great, then go ahead. And pick the one. One of the things I would say is that in expanding your offerings, pick the one that has the greatest impact on your customers. Remember, you are in business not for yourself. You are in business for the value that you give to the people that you are serving, right? So ensure that you are able to give them some value. And so you need to ask them, Describe as much as possible who your customer is. That's going to be my last point on this concept development. As much as possible. I mean, you've heard it every time. It's just maybe because they say it is like strong word. When they say customer avatar, you are scared. Describe who your customer is. 23 years old. She loves flashy things. She has 8 piercings. Say it if that's your customer. Nobody's going to beat you. Okay. Then so now you thought of something, there's a concept in your mind, screen it against established criteria. Nobody has the same criteria, but my criteria will be for you to ensure that the idea you want to go with is aligned with your vision, your mission, your goals, and your core values as a business. You can't start importing condoms if you don't, if you maybe attend a church where they don't do family planning, right? It's against your core values, so you won't do business that way. I believe. I'm not sure. But I'm just saying, because I have pharmacy people, like friends who don't sell some stuff for their personal reasons. And it's fine. It's their core values and it's the way they have chosen to do business. Then when it is in line, like, okay, my vision is to do this, my whatever is to do that, be sure that you also falls into, so SWOT analysis, right? Your strength, your weakness, your opportunities, and your threats. Ensure that this thing you want to work on falls in your strength and the opportunities block of a SWOT analysis. If you've never done a SWOT analysis before, please go and do it. Like I said, I'm not doing a I'm not doing a basics or structure class. So I didn't talk about a lot of things. But if you've never done a SWOT analysis, please do it. It's for your own good, right? Then create your development plan. There's really nothing to say. Just make sure that your plan covers your timeline for getting the product to market, covers your budget, and of course, covers all the other resources that you will need. Then testing your concept. If you've ever created a digital product and you created it with, maybe you paid for a class or something, that point where they say ask your customers, okay, ask, is this something they will buy? Is this something that this, oh, I want to create an ebook or a course, which one do you like? Why? That's you testing your concept, so that it's not like you are floating. You have thought of this course that will help people to do this, or this new, if I add this to my graphic design like this, my customers will be swooning. And then you put it out there that what's happening, you people, all these things, and it's cricket. Crick, crick, crick. Nobody. No. So that's why you are testing your concept, right? I remember the first time I put out whatever about the new book that I was working on, and I was like, yeah, thank God, oh. And I'm you people didn't tell me you've been waiting, right? So basically, can you create the product, test it? Do you have the capabilities? And will people buy? Your concept testing basically should answer the question of how unique is your product. When you get the slides, please read it. How unique is your product? Is your target audience, remember that customer you described, are they interested in that product? And then, okay, they are interested, but will they buy? It's different. All of us want the Apple Watch that they say can read mental health. I don't know how you would do it, but are we going to buy? That's the point, right? So Apple might have, tested it with some people and they've gotten their go ahead, right, to actually put that product into the market. But trust me, you have to ensure that there's actually an interest to purchase, not just an interest of, it's not bad, it looks good, right? You must ensure that there's that desire. People want to buy what you're producing. And so that is going to help you as a business owner to confirm your concept, right? Okay. Next slide. Then how much do they want to pay? They want to buy Abby. How much? First of all, you can have a price in your mind. So people that are doing business, they're young, they're this, they're that. Maybe they'll pay this amount. Then tease them to get a price. I'm reading a book on strategy. Fantastic book. Right, let me just chip this in. And this is even a big company. And the book was talking about how they were going to, a company, Ole, was going to put out a product and they were trying the price. They realized that at $12.99, they had customers for it. At $15.99, they didn't have customers for that product. At $18.99, they had customers again. See, that's solid business work. I'm not asking you to do all of that stress because that could take you months. But I'm saying test it. How much will people pay? You know that if you say now you want to give me one course, maybe that will help me do, and you price that 5,000, I'll not pay. I'll not pay because no, you're lying. You can never give me that result. I remember seeing Trisha Biz, one of her posts when she was promoting her monetize your line. She told somebody that if I tell you to come and pay 1,000 or 10,000 for this thing and you pay, are you not a thief? So test it. You know your market, you know their pricing and all of that. How much are they willing to pay? It will help you to know whether this thing is profitable or not. If somebody wants to pay 3K for something that is going to take you like 6 months to create, you're going to spend hundreds of thousands of naira on marketing. How many are you going to sell before you make your money? I know that a lot of business owners see one of the things I talk about a lot is time and the value and the time monetary value of time. One of the things you also need to learn is how much your time is worth. If you're going to create a product for 6 months, if you're going to shut yourself out from hanging out with your friends, hanging out with your family, doing other things that you would love to do just to focus and create a product, that product should be able to give you profits that makes you happy. So when you are creating products that you've put in all the work, don't be, sorry. Anyway, that's something else. But know how much they're willing to pay. Know if he actually pays you to do this product. Or maybe you could look for someone that is already offering the product and then connect your clients that want it to the person and then have like an arrangement for maybe affiliate or something. If the money is too small, then there's a point that I was jumped there, but please read it up. Then service design. What will your competition be? Don't go into business or into a new terrain, so to speak, without knowing who the competitors are. They might be bigger than you, smaller than you, but it doesn't matter. Look out for them and, be sure that you're on top of that. Then service design. So your concept testing has now revealed that this is a winner. Go for it. You need to now sit down with your development process and ensure that, for example, if it's a new design, a new product or service that would need you to, pay subscription for something, hundreds of dollars and all of that, ensure that the resources are available and it will not eat into something else. If you need a certain type of gear to be able to shoot the video, to do that offering, ensure that you have that tool. Ensure that all your subscriptions that you need to pay for are paid for. Ensure that the supplies that you need, whether that would be in form of the screen of your camera or whatever it is, take write it down what you need and ensure that everything is available. Then, next slide. I want to rush. Then, of course, marketing. Basically, you will have heard it everywhere that marketing is pricing, promotion. It's 3 P's. I can't remember the last P, but I've put here service delivery. So how you will price your product, how you will promote your product, and how you will deliver the service. Ensure that these 3 things are clear when you are starting out, so that you don't get to a point where you have promised too much and you are going to be disappointing the people you promised. right? Yeah. So let's go to the next. Please read it up. It's very explanatory. And then, of course, scale up when you have designed it, when your marketing, whatever is in place, scale it up and, make sure it goes smoothly. I would also say here that, like I said, ensure that you have received requests to offer the service before investing too much in it. If you are going to pay thousands of dollars, for example, for a particular kind of for a particular type of, say, um, software that you need, you can't not have received any penny and go into production. You are not sure of how that thing will work, right? Then establish your service delivery process based on actual orders and not forecast. Yes, forecast, oh, this product is going to sell 2,000, whatever, in this number of months and all of that. But for example, say you're going to be offering a course and you want to pay for a Zoom platform, for example, you can't pay for Zoom for 1,000 people. You have less than 100 people, right? When the time comes for higher stuff, you upgrade. That's fine. But do it in the spot that it is right now. Then, of course, you've captured your market, you are working, talk to your customers so that you can see how to improve that particular product. There's a reason why there's iPhone 13 from the first iPhone that they had. There's 14 now, right? So talk to people, get their opinion, measure success. So when you are starting out, right, have the things you want to measure this product by. A lot of people, especially service businesses, only measure their product by how much they have made. Do a better peace of mind for people, as if take all of those metrics. Truth is, the intangibles, right, are very impactful. From my family, that's impact. That's, they've paid you, yes, but that's also impact that you can track and use for whatever it is you want to use it for later in the future, right? So next slide please. So this is my last box of whatever, then I'll take questions if there are any. So you are a solo business owner, you're collecting money, you're enjoying your life. You're one of those people who say those things. You're a millionaire today, tomorrow you don't have any money. Please, if you are one of those people that say that, please don't say it again. I don't like, it's not good. It doesn't make you look like a correct business owner, because as a business owner, you are not your business. So say there's 10K in your account and there's 10 million in your business account, except you want to take a loan from the business, you are not a millionaire. Your business, you can be worth millions, but you currently don't have millions. Let's just put that out. So financial management, see, all of these things we have talked about, is money. Do you hear how many times I spoke about money there? Please, you can't be doing business and not be able to track your money, no matter how little, right? It is one of the most important skills you should possess as a business owner, no matter the size of your business. See, the fact that you are even solo, right, means you should track it more, because you don't have any other person tracking it for you. So there's nobody telling you that, we're in trouble with this. There's no money in the account. Nobody's telling you that. So you need to be on top of that, right? Money is money is vital, right, to the survival of your business. And for this reason, you need to understand how money enters your business and how money leaves, right? So it is important that you put a financial management system in place to help you know if your business is profitable, and also guide you in making decisions for the present and the future. Say you want to buy a laptop, but you don't even know which one is your money, which one is your business money. How will you make that decision, right? You want to buy a new phone for your content creation, but you're not even sure. All the money has mixed together. You have used business money to buy pepper, you have used to buy shawarma. You're not sure. You're just there. Please, after today, we're not doing that again. Please. Thank you. So managing your finances is also no small feat, right? And I understand. It takes time, it takes dedication and effort. And it can feel overwhelming to a lot of business owners, especially because you are doing so many other things. But because it is essential for the success of your business, right? You have to find a way to make it work, right? Okay. So what I've put together here, right, in this last section of this class is, first of all, I have put together metrics you should be tracking as a business owner and some tips to help you with your business finances as much as possible. Like I said, I'm not a finance expert, so there are a lot of things I might not be able to answer regarding finances. But as a business owner, you need to be familiar with, with what is cash. Cash is money that you have. If you bought laptop, that money is no longer cash. It's now something else. Cash is money that is in your hand right now, and it is money that you can have access to in case you need to do some things. You've heard before that cash is king. There's a reason why they say that. Your money that is in the hand of another person is not cash. You don't have it. I'm sorry to burst your bubble. Yes, you're calculating it as sales. If you do sales on credit or you do all this pay on after some number of days, know that that money is not money. Until it is in your hand, it's not money, right? You can count it as whatever, but depending on the kind of financial system you use, but until it's in your hands, pretty much, it's not money. Then cash flow. There's also cash flow on that page. So cash flow is how money goes out and comes in. If more money goes out than comes in, your cash flow will be negative. If more money comes in than goes out, your cash flow will be positive. Simple. Then your gross revenue is the total money that your business has earned. That's your gross revenue. Your expenses are the things that you pay for to make your business continue to run. If you pay for hosting your website, if you pay for Canva subscriptions, if you pay for MailChimp, all of those things will be business expenses, right? Then profits. A lot of people think that revenue is profit. Revenue is not profit, too. I can't remove my earphones. I'll have put my hand in my ear. Revenue is not profit. Okay? You must remove your expenses from your gross revenue to know what your profit is. Right? Oops. NEPA has done it, but I'll continue talking. So you must remove your expenses from your revenue for you to know what your profit is, right? So some businesses have huge revenue, but unfortunately their profit is, sorry. So I was saying some businesses have a huge revenue, so they make millions per month, millions per year, and all of those things, but there's no profits because by the time they remove salaries, they remove shipping fee, they remove this, they remove that, the money is gone. Or they remove all the losses they have had to pay somebody, mixed delivery, all this rubbish they have had to toast somebody, they have done. Some people will do sales. They're doing sales. Sorry. Okay, so I have to rush this now. So please, your revenue is not profit. Please remove your expenses. When you are running sales, be sure that it's profitable and all of that before you do it. And then please read the rest up. Then I'm going to say tips to manage your business finances better. Number one, separate your personal funds from business funds. Please. I can't say more than that. Then pay yourself a salary. Even if it's 5K, what your business can afford for now, pay yourself. Don't spend more than the business can afford to pay you. Determine how much you want to earn. Maybe that will help you to forecast your goals. To create your goals and know how to, do whatever it is you want to do. If you don't want to get a job while doing the business, all of those things, but pay yourself a salary. Then what else? Let's go to the next slide so I'm almost done now. Then plan for major expenses. If you want to maybe buy a laptop in the next 6 months, plan for it. If you want to take a course that's going to take a lot of money and is going to be, in the line of the business, please plan for it ahead. And then if you want to start maybe a new product line and all of that, that will require capital investment, plan them into your finances. Do regular reconciliations. I've sold, I'm just selling. I'm not even sure. I've used 2,000 to do transport today. I've used 7,000 tomorrow. I'm not really sure how much I'm spending and how much is coming in. Book a time with yourself. I will say weekly or at the worst monthly, but book a time with yourself if you use any calendar, whatever app, to actually do your reconciliations. Keep an eye on your invoices if you do post payment, right? If you allow people to pay later when you offer them services, please keep an eye on your invoices. Ensure that people pay when they're supposed to pay. If not, this will hurt your cash flow and your business will be in trouble. Record your transactions correctly. And if it feels overwhelming, please outsource. It's nothing bad at all. If it feels overwhelming, please outsource your finances to an expert. I'm sure all of these tips will help you. I wish you all the best for your business. All the best. So yes,
Thank you very much. Oh my God, that was a long one, but thank you very much, ma'am. Even me, I learned a lot. I've written a lot of things here in my book. Thank you so much. So anybody has a question, we'll just take one question and that will be it. Anybody has a question? Have you guys been learning? Drop in the chat. Drop in the chat. I've been seeing all the comments and the emojis and everything in the chat since. Please drop in the chat if you've been learning. Drop in the chat. What did you learn? Do you have a question for our guest? Do you have a question? Do you have a question for our guest? Do you have a question? Our panelists are here. Do you have a question, guys? Ichoko, this is a lot. Any questions? Okay. There are no questions.
Okay, great.
Amazing.
If there are no questions.
Thank you so much,
Thank
Ma. I
you,
really
guys.
appreciate you.
Thank you.
Thank you so
I
much.
know it's
Thank
a
you
lot.
so much.
Please take the whatever again, the slides, and read them up. I know it was a lot.
Yes.
I just wanted to make sure that I covered as much as possible. So yes, that's it.
Thank you so much, Ma. Wow, this one, Narema with this. Oh my God. Omo. I don't know if you don't mind. Can I share the slide in the Telegram so that they can go through it?
Yes, please. You can.
Okay.
You
Okay.
can.
Okay. Great.
Yeah.
Okay. Great. Thank you so much, everybody. I'm sharing their feedback on the screen. Everybody's so happy and grateful to you today. Thank you so much for this amazing session. God bless you, Ma. Thank you. Thank you. And everybody, as you are here, and you like to understand better how to structure your business, right? The business structure girl has a product for you that she called Dear Business Owner. She has the ebook version and the hardcover version. All right. So if you want the hardcover, I'm going to drop the link in the chat right now so that you can go and get it. So the link is in the chat for you to go get the hardcover of the Dear Business Owner. That book is really good. Whatever thing you've learned here today is just a tips on the iceberg, right? It's just a tips on the iceberg. And if you feel like, okay, I don't want the hardcover, I can deal with the digital copy. I just want something that will show me this online without me having to, pay for delivery or anything. There's also the digital copy. All right. So you can also get the digital copy on seller.co/, Dear Business Owner book. This link would also be dropped in the Telegram channel so that you can go and buy the book. All right. And 2 people are
Okay.
also going to win access to this book, free access in the raffle draw today. So stay to the end and make sure you play the raffle draw. 2 people are going to get access to the ebook. But yes, go
Okay,
and
Elohor,
get.
before I go, I
Okay.
go, I was just going to say that if anybody is a solo business owner Okay, I see somebody actually has a question here, but I wanted to say that if you're a solo business owner and you think you might be solo for a while, say in the next 2 years, you don't think you're going to employ someone, I would actually recommend that you get the other book, which the pre-order will be opening tomorrow. I will send to Elohor and we'll put it on she'll put it on whatever channel that she can communicate with you. The pre-order for that book and the workbook is opening tomorrow, just like tomorrow, right? So if you are a solo business owner, not team member, nothing, so that at least you can know how to structure your business for ease and all of that. I'm seeing a question. I want to start a social media agency
just
at the
2 minutes,
moment.
please answer this in 2 minutes. Thank you, ma'am.
And I don't have all the skills. Should I employ now before I start, or start what I can do before I employ? It will be a lot of things to ask. Tumishe, do you already have a business that will pay those that you employ? If you don't have all the skills, can you start with the skills you have and then expand
Exactly.
from
Start
there?
with the skills you have.
Start
Yes.
with the social media skills you already have. Start with those and then grow from there, because you don't want to employ someone and they are calling you out on Instagram that you didn't pay them salary. So they won't
Exactly. So
understand that.
the agency can be your long-term goal.
Yeah.
Start with the skill you have. Do the agency later when you have the capacity to pay people, because you don't want to employ people and then you pay them month one, month two, you cannot pay them, Start with the skills you have. When I first started, I started with Facebook ad skills, only Facebook ad. Over time, as I begin to develop more skills, I add more things to it. There is no shame or no any bad thing in starting with what you know for now. So if it's only content you can do now, position as a content marketer, as a content creator. Over time, when you can now do email marketing, you add it to it like that, until you grow. And then you also have the capacity to pay people and you start your agency. Thank you very much. So thank you so much, Ma, for this opportunity. Really appreciate you. Thank you so much.
Thank
God bless you,
you.
Ma. Yes, Ma. Thank you.
Amen. All right, guys. All the best.
All right, Ma.
Thank you.
Yeah, bye. So I'm going to leave the link to the Dear Business Owner book in the comments of this video. So if you're watching the replay, go and buy the book, please. I'll also drop it in the community where you guys can go and buy the book. All right. So it's time for our panel session. I'll quickly bring up the moderator. We're already late. We are so many minutes late. Adesua, our moderator, is here and she's going to take over the panel session. Hi, Adesua. Good day. You're on mute. You're on mute. Unmute yourself. Hi, Abisola. See my babes. So, see fine girls. God, I beg. God, I beg. God, see fine girls. Hey, wahala.
Hello.
How are you guys doing? Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
How are you guys doing? How are you guys doing today?
Very
This one,
well.
you just fine like this.
Thank
You did
you.
stop. What's going on?
Hey, now God they run them.
Abby, welcome to the panel session. I really apologize that we started late. Our speaker was on fire. I don't know how I want to stop her. Even me. But yeah, it's been an amazing session so far. So guys, we're going to start the panel session real quick. And we have our three panelists here. We have Winifred, branded by Winnie. We have Janet Oma, the Stallion VA. And we have Abisola, spirituality by Beyond Religion. My wife, which is my friend. Abisola is my friend. Everybody here is my friend anyway. Everybody here, but I and Abisola as well, like you said, like I've told you guys before, we met online and we've been friends since, was it 2020 or so? We've known so, but I've never seen her before. So networking is a very key thing. And also Winifred and Oma also met online. They were my clients, and then from there we just started talking and we kind of build that connection. So I've never met them before. I don't know where they stay. Everything started online and we are here today. You get So yes, it's good to have you guys here. So I'm going to give you guys one minute each to introduce yourself, Tell us who you are, tell us what you do, and then we'll kickstart the session. So let's start with Abisola, then we'll go with Omar, and then Winnie will third.
Hi everyone. I hope I'm audible. I'm not sure.
Yes, loud and clear.
Oh, okay. So my name is Abisola, and I started spirituality beyond religion. What else? I think I'm a food technologist by profession, statistician by job, basically, and I run spirituality beyond religion for those searching for something that is divine but beyond religion, basically.
Okay, good to have you here. Omar.
Hello, I am Janet Omar, the Stallion VA. I am your time management ninja. I support busy entrepreneurs, alleviate the burden of repetitive admin tasks, social media management, content creation, community management, and others by streamlining their productivity.
Wow, amazing, amazing. Omar, Oshe. Good to have you here. I'm Winifred. Let's meet you, please.
Hey everyone, I hope you guys can hear me.
Yes, so loud and clear.
We can.
Okay, so my name is Winifred. I go by Branded by Winnie, and I'm a brand identity designer for food and beverage brands. Anything related to graphic design for just food and beverage brands, that is where you see me come in. And I'm also a midwife by profession, like as a 9-5, I'm a midwife. Yes.
Wow. Wow, good to have you here. Good to have you guys here. I'm so excited. So let's kickstart into the session. The session today is navigating industry's choices, communicating value, and creating safe spaces. So what everybody is doing here is kind of Abisola, what she's doing is a very unique thing and sensitive thing that she's doing. So we'd like to know how you've been able to navigate that. Same as Omar, have you been able to do your tech stuff? And it also has to do something sensitivity, working with important and sensitive information of people, and also same as Winifred here. So we're going to kickstart the session. I will start with Winifred. All right. So Winifred, as a brand identity designer, specialized in food and beverage brands, what led you to choose this particular niche? Did you feel a natural inclination towards food and beverage vendors, or were there specific reasons that drove you to go down this path?
So actually, in the beginning, I started as a general graphic designer, brand identity designer. But as time went on, all the other brands I worked with in different niches, it felt like I couldn't express myself naturally or connect with their brand naturally or easily. It didn't come to me naturally like the way it came to me naturally when I was working with the food or beverage brands. So that's why I decided to switch. But at first I started generalized to now divert to the brand and then.
Oh, wow. That's really amazing. So basically you were doing general graphics and you felt like, I'm not connecting to these people. Let me leave them, and focus on where I'm connecting.
In fact, they were making me see shaggy.
It happened to me too when I was running ads. I was running ads for everybody. But over time, I noticed that more product businesses are not my thing. So I had to also leave them and focus on only creators. And I've been doing that since then. Wow. Thank you so much for that. Let me call it revelation now. Thank you so much for that revelation. I will appreciate it. All right, Janet, over to you. As a virtual assistant, which is time management ninja that you are, how do you effectively communicate the value you bring to the table to your clients? What strategies do you employ to showcase your skills, capabilities, and the benefit of working as a virtual assistant?
Okay, so one of the wonderful privileges of working as a virtual assistant is that you get to meet a lot of different people from different kind of professions. I work with nutritionists, I work with travel bloggers. Like, you meet a lot of people. But when it comes to giving value as a virtual assistant, you need to be very time conscious. Time management is like one of your biggest values, and also trust. Establishing credibility. I would say trust has to be one of the highest value in your business. Why? Because trust is the foundation of building strong and lasting relationships. So initially, when I started, I needed some sort of clarity. I think that it was at that point I met you. I mean, it's not
Yeah.
always clear in the beginning, but there are a lot of trial and error. Like I was working in marketing and suddenly I was now a virtual assistant. What do I want to do? What kind of clients do I want to work with? Initially, you need some sort of clarity to position yourself properly. And one of the best things about positioning yourself properly is that you get to you get your clients to come to you instead of running after them. And how do you get your clients to talk to you if you don't talk about your offer? If you don't put yourself out there on social media, how would you if you don't promote yourself, your services in the right places? So if you're on social media, so you need to give value. So when you connect with others, network with others, generally all these things help in building your credibility, building your reputation. So clients who want to work with you, if they ask, oh my God, this lady has already established herself as an authority in her own lane, I want to work with this kind of person. So stuff like that.
Wow, amazing. Thank you very much for that insight. So basically, it's all about positioning and also creating an atmosphere where people to trust you, because I believe having somebody as a virtual assistant, that person will have access to all
A
your
lot of
things,
information, yes.
So a lot, exactly. So you need to create that atmosphere where when people feel like they can trust you and be able to work with you. Thank you very much, James, for that. So Abisola, as a spiritual life coach and healer who believes spirituality goes beyond religion, what resistance have you encountered while pursuing this path? How have you navigated these challenges and maintained your authenticity in a diverse and sometimes skeptical world?
I think the most important challenge, I think, like the greatest one, has been people's reservations about people's attachments to religion, basically, especially in this part of the world where people are so attached to their religion, even if it's not working for them, they find it really difficult to come out of it. And what else? I think people's hypocritical thinking, mostly Nigerians, where they feel one way or they think one way and then they act differently or just want to follow the crowd. And I think the only thing I've done or been able to do to resist that is to just stay true to what I believe in, and still finding, when I do know that I'm still finding one or two persons that needs my service, that just gives me the assurance that there are still more people out there, and the only thing I just have to do is to just find them. So regardless of the resistance of people, or regardless of what they think about it, or regardless of their attachment to their religion, I'm still needed, basically.
Yeah, true. Okay, so basically, it's all about you being true to yourself and showing up for the people who really understand what you're doing and see the value in what you provide. So definitely, there will be skepticism when it comes anything about spirituality, religion. People have different opinions. Even it's almost similar to politics. People will be doing different things when it comes to politics. They'll be saying one thing, they'll be doing another thing when it comes to politics. And that's what religion is also about too. People will say, don't do this. So why I then do and pass,
Yeah,
So I agree to staying true to yourself and attracting your tribe, not trying to cut through corners, pretending to be what you are not, and then you now attract the wrong people who will just be following you to chase clouds. So yeah, I really like that. Thank you very much for that insight. So Winifred, back to you. Many food and beverage vendors prioritize videos over flyers as a marketing tool. Do you offer video related services as part of your brand identity services? Also, what unique role and impact do you provide these brands that make them choose you over other brand identity designers in the market? So 2 questions in one. Do you provide video services aside just
Okay,
flyer as a
so
designer? Yeah.
okay, so to the first question, yes, I offer video services as an inclusive service to the food and beverage brands. I add it, but some of them, mostly so far, all those I've worked with, they haven't really been interested in using video content. So I haven't actually sat down and done a video for a food or beverage brand as a service included in the brand identity package, but I do have it as a single service that other people come to patronize. But for the food and brand business owners, they tell me that they don't feel like their foods and their products are attractive enough to be used for the video, so they normally opt out of that and then opt in for the flyers.
Oh,
And
so
then for the second question, can you
the
repeat
second
that one?
What unique role and impact do you provide these brands that make them choose you over other brand identity designers in the market?
Okay, so I have a streamlined process. I have a process whereby when a brand comes to me, I have to screen you and make sure that we are a good fit for each other. I don't just take the job because you are coming to patronize me as a graphic designer. I have to make sure that the values that you are bringing for me to develop into your brand matches with my kind of values. So even though everybody, like those who come to me, all of them might be food and brand business owners, but I don't work with all of them if their values are not in line with mine. So that is one way to put it. And then another way to put it is that I make sure that they are satisfied with the services I provide for them. No matter how long it takes, I make sure that they are satisfied. And I do that by communicating every little thing I am doing. I don't take the job and then I ghost them in the middle of the project. Or like I tell them that, oh, you have to expect it in 5 to 10 days time. And then I wouldn't communicate with you until the 5th or 10th day. I don't do that. So I have to like take you through the step. I'll be like, oh, this is where I am currently. This is how it's going currently. So in doing that, I build trust with them. So when I build that trust and I communicate with them, then I begin to offer value through that. And then I don't, how do I even put it? Most people also come with works that have already been done and they are like, I want you to do it this way for me. Copy this person's style. And then I tell them that, oh,
Winifred, are you here? Okay, I think we lost her. So while we're waiting for her to get back, let's move on to Janet. So Janet, have you encountered any resistance from clients based on the trust factor? Considering that your role involves gaining access to personal information and managing various aspects of their business remotely. If yes, how do you address these concerns and convince clients to trust not only your work, but also the confidentiality of their information?
Okay, I'll take the first question first. Yes, I've encountered some resistance with some clients. I mean, some clients, if they just hear you're even Nigerian, they'll just they don't want to work with you at all. They already have that fear. But there are also some clients who love working with Nigerians, not African clients, Igbo people. So there are some of them that enjoy working with us. I even like some of them even gave me video testimonials after working with me. They enjoyed it. In fact, my first client, I'm still with her till today. We're working together. You know,
Wow.
so all those testimonials also help when I'm applying for another job or another client wants to work with me and they see that, oh, there are people that actually say they've worked with me and I've been very professional. Some clients want you to sign an NDA, non-disclosure. So if you want that, we can do that. I tell them I'm open to signing an NDA. And then nowadays, thank God for technology, there are lots of tools. You don't even need to share your password. You can use LastPass, 1Password, and other tools like that. So I can work on your email even without you sharing your password with me. You just need to grant me an access to that.
Wow.
So aside that, to like I said earlier on, giving value. You know, when a client first contacts me, I don't just, okay, let's just get right to it. I try to understand my client's needs. After our discovery call, I send you a questionnaire, You're going to fill the questionnaire. In that questionnaire, you're going to tell me your challenges, your goals, requirements, some other things we didn't get to discuss during our discovery call. Also, I continue to develop myself. When you invest in expanding your knowledge, there's how you carry yourself, personal branding and all these things. It matters. You cannot just say,
Yeah.
oh, you're a professional virtual assistant. You are just, there's nothing that sets you apart from your competitors. They are just there. Some clients won't even trust you if they don't see testimonials. If you don't have testimonials, fine. They cannot find sufficient information about you from maybe social media, like Facebook, Instagram, and the rest of them. They won't trust you. Also, I like to pay attention to details, and I like to exceed my clients' expectation. In fact, that's why I said I'm the time management ninja. All my clients, they know if you say deliver this thing, I need this thing by Friday, by tomorrow, I'll say, okay, yes, I'll deliver it by Friday, but by tomorrow I should be done with it. I also prioritize effective communication. When you're my client, I like to ask you, what's your favorite way to communicate with me? Email, Slack, what should we use a project management tool? You understand? But if you don't know how to use all this system, you cannot present yourself in such a manner. If you don't know how to use Trello, Asana, and the rest of them, how do you, if a client is saying, okay, I want to use Trello, even if you don't know how to use it, you can say, okay, sorry, can you hear me?
Yes, loud and clear.
Okay. So if you develop yourself, you'll be able to come across as very professional and trustworthy to your client. But when you are just there's nothing that you'd not invest in personal branding, you'd not develop yourself. How do you want your clients to trust you? You don't have testimonials, you're just starting. Even if it's you, let's say you want to buy a wristwatch now. You come to my Instagram page, and I'm a wristwatch vendor, and then you contacted me. Okay, yes, you saw a few things on my page, but my page, no branding, no any information. And the last time I posted was like 4 months back or 6 months back.
I won't buy,
You'll be
honestly.
exactly. You'll be skeptical because there's no sufficient information about me to prove that you can even trust me. That's when you start asking, do you do payment on delivery? Stuff like that.
So thank you for that feedback. But a very good question. What if I have developed myself and I've built my personal brand, yeah? But I don't really have testimony. Maybe I've not really worked with somebody before. How can I skip the testimonial? But what can I use to cover the part of that testimonial,
Very good question. When you're looking for, when people complain, oh, I don't have clients. Who exactly are your clients? Have you identified your target audience? Who are you actually targeting? Who do you want to sell to? Who need your services? You cannot say, okay, let's assume you want to work with nutritionists or let's say doctors, and then you're going to platforms that you can't find them. You have to look for where they hang out. Where are these people? You look for where they are, and then where you can find them, where you can network with them. Let's say your target audience is solopreneurs, female solopreneurs. You look for groups on Facebook and the rest. You won't look for groups where your own people that are looking for jobs like you are too much. Let's okay, they put some jobs there. That one is okay. You can find some jobs there. But you look for where your target audience are. When you look for where they are, you'll be able to pitch to them, and with time and network, for God's sake, is social media. Don't just sit and say our clients are not coming. You are posting content, you are interacting, relate with people in your own needs. Check what is it are they doing? What is it your content? What do you need to audit yourself. So that helps very much. If you are networking, almost give yourself small time. You will definitely meet somebody either on Instagram, on some of those specialized groups or places where your target audience hangs out.
Amazing. Wow. Thank you very much for that feedback. So basically, if you've never had any testimonials before, go and look for, there are places where they're actually looking for you. You can look for those forums and platforms to get your first clients, and even get better testers too. In addition to what she has said, everything she has said, you can get better testers that you work with, and maybe in exchange for testimonials, look for internships, look for somebody to work with, even if it's free or for a stipend or anything, to be able to get feedback. Thank you very much for that. Yeah, your portfolio, to build your portfolio. She's trying to say that. Yeah. So also then you start building your portfolio as you begin to work with people over and over. Thank you very much, Janet, for that amazing feedback. Abisola, we are back to you now. So given the sentimental nature of spirituality, how have you been able to create a safe space for your audience and community to feel non-judged and unbiased in their decision when it comes to embracing their spiritual journey and working with you?
I think most importantly, I'm first vulnerable with them. Vulnerability is like the key to getting people to trust you and to be comfortable around you or be able to express themselves. So I tend to be vulnerable with them and most times tell my story because I have been there before. So I do understand what it is they're going through or what they are not going through. And I mostly try not to share. I'm not the testimonial person. I know every other business in quotes brand
Yeah.
is about testimonials and all. But for my brand, it's not the testimonies. Mostly it's just how vulnerable I can be or how connected you are to me to trust me on that journey. So I necessarily do not share people's testimonies so that others don't feel like I'm going to share that to with or without it, right?
Yeah.
I try to reserve that and also try to I don't push too much to say comment to the comment section, or I'm not interested in your comments on my section. My DM is always open. We can talk privately and it will end there because it's private. Spiritual journey is personal and private. It's not for the media shenanigans or the social media, it's just the journey. My job there is just to show you that I'm here, and you're safe. It's a safe
Wow,
space.
thank you very much. So because of the sensitivity of what you do, you've created a safe space by first being vulnerable, letting them understand that I'm in your shoes. I've been there. So you coming to me, you're coming to someone who understands you. And the second, you make them understand that, when you share your journey with me, I'm not coming to broadcast it outside. I'm not coming to say, this is what happened. Whatever happened, what they say, whatever happened in Vegas stays in Vegas,
Absolutely.
That's it, And then finally, you're not about engagement because of how sensitive this is. You are more concerned about come to my DM, let's talk in the DM. It's not about saying things because there are some spiritual things I may not want to say on a best because I'm doing marketing and sales. I can share reviews, all those things are just things I can easily share. Even Janet can share her stuff. I work with this client and this happened. But somebody that comes to share something very spiritual and say, this thing, maybe I have a family witch that is following me, for example. So you not come and share it and say, I had this one and now I'm delivered. It's very, very sensitive.
Yes, it is.
And they feel somehow, people just feel weird about
it.
Yes, they have that reservation. And because of how you've understood the sensitivity and how you understood your business, because you understood your business, you understood the audience, and this is what you're doing. So now that you don't share testimonials, right? I know you don't. I know a lot of businesses share testimonials. So you don't share testimonials at all. Like you don't share feedback. It has worked. Aside just sharing your story, being vulnerable, some people will still feel like, is it really working for people? Do you still have that resistance where sometimes people come to you and say, hey, will it really, really work for me? So when they have those resistance, how do you deal with that?
Because spirituality is not a one-size-fits-all, or my target audience is not really a one-size-fits-all. People just have different needs when it comes to spiritual journey, and we just have different journeys. Basically, it's peculiar to individuals. So you cannot even be asking me if it has worked for somebody before, because you're just you. You're your only being in the world. It's just you. There's no two Bisola in this world that's like me. Neither is there two you. So as much as somebody might have the same experience as you both might need different approach or different. That has to do with your background, your exposure, what you're ready to let go, what you're ready to hold on to. Because it's just really peculiar and individual. So most times people in that shoes, my target audience are not even interested in. Is somebody, maybe they're just interested in, do you understand this? Are you empathetic? And do you feel what I feel? Have you been there before? Just need only you to just say, just complete their statement. They're like, I have experienced this. I am tired of Christianity. Or I have been where I was doubting the Bible. They just need that reassurance. They're not mostly interested in what this person have experienced or what that person has experienced, because it can be really peculiar and different in a way. From my experience working with different people, they just have different stories. It is always different. It's not one size fits all.
Wow, amazing. I think now I can finally say that not every business needs testimonials. So there are peculiar businesses that don't need testimonials. And spirituality, I would say, is one of them, right? And I think intimacy is another sensitive niche as well. Intimacy is one also another sensitive, because I cannot come and say I have sex with my husband, all those kind of things. You know, like, oh, in the room, I did this, I did that. I'm not going to shout, I'm not doing the video, I'm telling you, please, I don't need all those details. But then I think spirituality is more restricted than even intimacy. Intimacy, some people don't care. They can share. But that's spirituality. Me, I don't want to share some kind of things. You know, my spiritual journey. Even, you know, coming to you self, I'm able to feel like I made this person not go tell another person. Only you say that we even test.
Yes.
Out of all, sharing it, because people can be very, very opinionated. Just want to show my brain and say, I'm banging, you know, this kind of thing. Oh, yeah. Thank you so much for that insight. It's my God, I've learned a lot from this conversation that we've had so much. That we've had so much. Janet, Winnie, Abisola, you guys have been so amazing. So before we go, does anybody has any question for the panelists? Maybe you have a specific question tailored to a specific panelist. You can go ahead and ask. And so this should also tell you guys, you need to, from everything we've said so far, everything everybody's saying, you need to understand your market, understand the people you are serving, understand the kind of business you are building. That's the way you'll be able to efficiently deliver to your audience and also build that brand. You know, you need to really understand your business. Abisola has been able to understand her business, and she knows this is what works, and that's what she's doing. You know, you can take marketing courses, take trainings, hear from different people, but it still takes you to sit down and understand your business to be able to know how it runs. So take idea from people and put your own sense. The same thing as Winnie. Winifred has tested everybody. You say, oh, man, not be here. This is why it's not for me. Winifred, this is not for me. Let me first wear consign me, you know, and she was able to tailor down and stuff. I said, okay. Imagine somebody saying, I'm a brand identity designer for only food and beverages. You might be wondering, do you used to get clients? Like, let me even ask you, do you used to get clients? Let me ask Winifred, like, you used to get clients by just tailoring down like that? You know?
Yes. In fact, I've even made more than I've ever made while like working in the general side.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
You see?
I've made much more than the general side.
You guys see, okay, let me leave it there. And let's look at Janet. You know, she understood her audience, understood that what I'm doing is very peculiar, the peculiarity of her role as a VA, as a virtual assistant. And she's been able to position herself to be able to, you know, remove those resistance and work. For her, testimonial is the go-to thing. You know, feedback, and also Winnie, you know, showing work of what you've done for other people before, showing their reviews, their feedback, and their testimonial. Like, they're the big things for them to be able to bring more people in. But for Abisola, it's different. But I imagine Abisola say, share testimony, she's not going to start sharing testimony. People will be running on black. So I go share it to finish and post it on your page. Abisola, you don't add them. I'll still feel attacked.
Yes.
I'll still feel like this person is not trusted. He's not to be trusted. She can go and share me tomorrow now. So there's this story real quick. Let me share this story. There's a coach. I don't know if you guys know her. She's this American coach, Donnie. So she shared something. She said she signed up for a therapy session with a therapist. And then they started working together. I think in 2 weeks of the working, the therapist now went to go and post that, oh, Donnie is my client. And you know, but it's something that she wants to be exposed. She immediately terminated the contract. I'm like, oh, I'm not working with you again, because for you to go and share that I'm your client, you can go and share important information that you're not supposed to share. Now, this coach that I'm talking about is a marketing coach, right? So that's why you need to understand the sense. Because, for example, maybe she does not want, you know, when they say somebody is going for therapy, there are a lot of ideas and misconception that comes around. They say, either she's having mental breakdown, is she having depression, why is she going for therapy? You know, you now go and post it when she's not even done. If she was even done with the entire thing before you even posted, maybe that, according to her, that was her argument. That if she was even done with the entire therapy, she would even be happy. But we are in the process of it, and they are posting it and undergoing therapy. What if I don't want people to know yet that I'm doing therapy? You know, I think that also another thing, that even if you want to share testimonial, let your testimonials be right first. I don't just share if I'm working with people, right? If you notice all the people I've worked with, I don't just work with you today and then the next day I share testimonials. The only time I can share testimonial is if you say, oh, maybe just to share how the session went. But I used to give people time. Winnie here has worked with me. Everybody here, we've worked together. You will know that before I share testimonial, it takes time, maybe weeks, sometimes months, before I will come and ask for feedback and say, how is it going? What's up? I know before I will even share it. Not like we're working on the thing, we are never even done, though. I'm not going to be sharing testimonial. Hey, look at my car. Oh, you know. Guys, you have to calm down. In as much as you want to share testimonials, you also have to use emotional intelligence. You have to also apply wisdom, you know, because you're dealing with humans here. Yeah. So thank you so much, everybody. This session has been, I've learned a lot. That's been really amazing. So before we go, what final words will you guys have? So we're going to go around. We'll start with Winnie now. Then it's go to Abisola, then Omar. So Winifred, so if you're going to advise creators who are watching, service providers who are watching, what is the final advice you would like to give to them?
It's a lot, but let me just narrow it down to two major. So first of all, you should have a God factor in your business. Whoever you worship, whichever supernatural being you worship, you should make sure that he or it is involved in your business. And secondly, you should learn to have systems in place. Systems will streamline your whole process. It would reduce your back and forth with your clients, and it will help you improve a lot of aspects about your business. Yes.
Wow. Thank you very much for that feedback. And we already learned about systems and structures today. So guys, I will share the slide in the Telegram community, so you can also go through the slides again and understand that. Thank you very much. Abisola, so what is the final thing you'd like to share first for people who are on a spiritual journey, and then secondly for entrepreneurs and businesses and creators who are trying to build their businesses?
For people on a spiritual journey, I would want them to know that they are not alone. There are other people that feel exactly or almost exactly the same way they feel, and there's always a way. And also to always trust their instincts, not, use the physical knowledge, basically. Tune in more into yourself and just create your own path. And for people who are listening, business-wise, is to just understand your brand, understand your audience, and stick to it. There would be a lot of noise here and there. I mean, personally, I've taken a lot of courses, business courses, just name it. But I did realize at the end of the day, it is not what it cannot work for me. Most of them cannot work for me. Most of them, I take the knowledge, I take the wisdom, I use it, it's useful, but sometimes it doesn't work. So it's just to understand your own brand and just stick to what works for you. Test the waters, and also stick to it.
Wow, thank you very much for that feedback, Abisola. So Omar, over to you. What advice do you have for upcoming VAs, and also secondly, what advice do you have generally for creators, entrepreneurs, and business owners?
So I would like to say for upcoming VAs, continue developing yourself, learn more tools, learn more systems, talk about your offer, position yourself, set yourself up for success. And then for entrepreneurs, I would like to say, and freelancers, I'll say they should learn to continue giving value, basically, continue giving value, develop yourself. All these things are stuff that in the next how many years you're going to be very proud of where you are. Initially, it's not easy. Sometimes you need clarity. If you need to get a mentor, like there are a lot of people online, you can just talk to somebody, network. All these things can help you greatly. Like my first client, I met her in a comment section. I replied to somebody's comment and she replied to me. and I couldn't even believe how much she was going to pay me. She recommended me to 2 other clients, and those 2 other clients recommended me to another person. So you see, develop yourself, talk about your offer, and just continue.
Wow, thank you very much, Omar. Thank you so much for that advice. Okay, so we've come to the end of the panel session. Thank you, Winifred. Thank you, Omar, Jeanette. Thank you, Abisola. I really enjoyed myself today. I learned a lot. I enjoyed these conversations a lot during the conference because we get to, it's unscripted. I'm asking you questions you don't expect. You'll be like, where the Lord come with from all these questions? Yeah, just to really understand what you do. I could have just made it scripted, but then it will not be genuine. I will not say it will not be genuine, but you try so hard to want to to put the answers in a box, and that's why I intentionally made the panel session unscripted so that people can hear from each and every one of you entrepreneurs like themselves that are making waves in different industries. And I appreciate each and every one of you for coming to the panel session today. Thank you so much, and we have come to the end of the panel. Thank you.
Thank you so much for
Everybody,
having me.
thank our panelists. Thank our panelists though before they go. Thank our panelists. Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Omar. Thank you. Have a good night rest. Bye. Okay, so before we go to the raffle draw, how far, guys? How far? What's the energy level in the room? What is the energy level in the room? It's time for our raffle draw. But what's the energy level in the room? I want to check something. What's the energy level in the room? Are people sleeping? What's going on here? It's time for our raffle draw, and Olabisi is on standby, ready for the raffle draw. Alabisi is on standby, ready for the raffle draw. So before we do the raffle draw, we'll just quickly we'll go on a commercial break, and then we'll start the raffle draw.
What happens when Instagram meets LinkedIn, meets WhatsApp, meets Telegram, meets Twitter, meets YouTube, meets Substack, meets every course platform out there? You get the brands that connect Hub. It's a community of tech brands, freelancers, digital creators, business owners, and marketers who want to maximize their budgets, turn their customers into loyalists, and their staff into ambassadors. Here's the difference between each plan in the BTC Hub. Tech Brands plan is for founders who want to attract users, customers, clients, and investors. And these people want to build a brand that connects with the core of all the stakeholders that they are trying to attract. For the small business plan, it's one that is tailored towards people who have a product business and want to maximize their budgets, turn their customers to loyalists and their staff to ambassadors. On the other hand, the marketers or the storytellers plan is designed for digital creators, service providers, coaches, consultants, storytelling enthusiasts, marketing and branding personnel who want to build compelling brands that truly resonate with their audience. So if you want to try this out for free today, you can see a link on your screen.
Welcome back, guys. Welcome back. So now we're going to bring BC to the stage. Let her take over with the raffle draw. Hi, BC. How are you? You're looking good today.
Thank you so much.
All right, the stage is yours.
Good evening, everyone. I hope you've been having fun. Oh my God, the final session was good. I enjoyed it. It showed the whole session was really good for me. I'm not even sure I have the right adjective to qualify. Let me just say awesome. Awesome. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Ms. Oyindamola. Thank you so much. So now it's time for more fun. It's time for the raffle draw. And I want to tell us what we are winning today. So guys, you're going to be winning so two people will be winning free access to Oyindamola's Dear Business Owner ebook and or hardcover book. So this book is for you if you really want to accelerate the growth of your business without losing your mind or burning out. It comes with templates to help you structure every aspect of your business. Trust me, it's a good one. So guys, this is how to qualify for the raffle draw. 3 people are already automatically qualified, just the way it has always been. So 3 people are qualified because they participated. I think it's okay for me to always tell you why they are qualified. Yeah, they are qualified because they participated on our social media handle during the promotion of the conference. So we need 12 months. Okay, we
Our
have
two class captains. Yeah,
yes,
our
we
two
have to
class
class.
captains, Intentional Nini and Esther Okadibo. They are also
Okay. So
qualified.
we
Yeah.
need just 10 more people to be selected. So just like always, a link will be dropped in the comment section right now. And the first 10 people to complete the form, so the first 10 people to give us a feedback and follow the instruction to stand a chance to play. They'll stand a chance to you'll stand a chance to join the raffle draw. So the link is in the comment section now. So guys, please fill up, fill up, fill up. We need 10 people to fill up, and at intervals, just like we do, the form will be refreshed for us to see, just for transparency's sake. So you can see that nothing is being tampered with. Yes, guys, so we'll be refreshing at intervals. So guys, let's fill up on time. No response yet, so I'm believing we all are filling.
Please, guys, fill up the form. Oh, fill up the form. Oh, and use it to encourage us. So encourage us. To let us know if what we are doing is valuable to you. Please fill up the form. Thank you so much, everybody. Please fill up the form. Please fill up the form. Please,
Fill
oh, fill
up,
up the form. Oh.
fill up, guys.
Please, anybody fill? Nobody has filled yet. Please fill up the form. While we're waiting for them to fill, let's paste people from Instagram here. We have the social media guru from Instagram. Let's paste this one first. And then we have this one. Let me just copy the three at once. So I'll paste
Okay,
them at
and
once.
Oyindamola.
Yeah. So let me paste the three of them. Uh, and then let's add intentional Nini
And Esther Okadibo.
and Esther Okadibo. All right, so we need 10 more responses. So, guys, please fill up this form. Nobody has filled it yet. Please, Joe, Shanu, wow. Please, fill up the form. Oh. If nobody filled the form, let's count from 1 to 20. BC. If
Okay.
nobody fills, we're just going to roll for the people that are there.
I'm sure people would
Oh,
feel.
yeah, an account.
But yeah, we
You
just
be in charge.
so I'm counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Refresh. No response yet. 12.
No response. Oh.
It's good. So 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. You guys want me to say 17 and half? 18, 18, 19, 19, 19, 19, 19. Okay, we are refreshing and there is no response.
No response. So we're going to roll the wheel for the people we have so that we don't
Go
keep
on,
anybody waiting here. We will
go
finish earlier
ahead.
today. Oh, we have a response. Somebody has responded. Okay, one person has responded. Okay. That's divine favor. Two people safe. We have two responses. So let me copy Mavis and then divine favor. I'll go and
Okay.
paste them there. Let's see what other people will come. Let me paste them here. Who is Mavis and divine favor? All right. So we need 8 more people, but let's see if other people will fill it up.
Okay. We are
Should we
good.
count 1 to 20 again?
Okay. It's still just two. Okay, let me just count one
Let's
to
count
20 again.
again.
Oh, few more people, so people don't get to use the chance to win. Because trust me. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16,
We have 1 response again. 2 more.
17.
2 more. We have
Go with that.
Tumishe, we have Damilola.
Okay.
So are we going to count another 1 to 21? People want to be giving us work. Okay. We have Damilola.
We need 6
All
more
right.
people.
So we need 6 more.
Okay. So just wait for
Yeah.
one.
So let's count to 1 to 20 again and see if they're going to respond. But one more.
Okay.
One other person has filled. That's Adesua, Adewebi. Okay. Wait. Yeah, Adesua. Oh yeah, let's I bet look at it. We have 5 here. Look at it. One more person has filled. That's 5 now. I thought I was sharing this screen. So I'm going to copy
Okay.
this and I'm going to come here and paste it here. So we need 5 more.
5 more.
Yeah, count 1 to 20 the
1,
last time.
4, 5, 6,
Sorry, people
7,
don't get what to do. That's why they count. Oh yeah, nah. Oshe.
7, 8. Every day will fill up. 8, 9, 9 and a half, 10, 10, 10, 11, 11, 12, 12. You know, okay. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 and a half. Going, 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 going. 20. Is anybody feeling?
Okay. Nobody joined. So we can
Okay,
move on with.
go on, guys.
So let's go and spin the wheel. Abi win the spill. Abi kilo npe. So we have
Spin.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 people here. So I started spinning. Let's see the winner. Damilola is the first winner. Damilola, congratulations.
Congratulations,
Damilola.
Daniel. So you're taking Damilo's name off and then we'll spin it.
Remove. Yeah. So let's spin again. Who is the second person? Woo! Esther won something today. Hey!
Esther, I'm happy for you. Congratulations,
Congrats.
Esther.
Congratulations. Our
Congratulations.
class captain won something.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Aww. Okay, guys, congratulations. So we have your email from the form you filled, obviously. So we're going to send you every details you need to get access to the workshop, or rather to the book. So, guys, thank you for participating. Well done
People
to
who won
everyone that
yesterday, please,
participated.
I've given you access. So people who won on Monday and on Wednesday. Only people that I'm owing is Grow Challenge people. Please.
Please don't forget to tag us. So, please do not forget to tag us. Let everybody know what you have won. All right, invite your friends for tomorrow's session. It's going to be as powerful as it was today. Have a good night rest. See you same time, 5:30 tomorrow. Bye.
Damilola, congrats. Esther, congrats. Be on the lookout for my email tonight or tomorrow morning. You have to respond to that email for me to know that your email is active, because I don't want to go and use money to go and buy something for email that is not working. If I send you an email and you don't respond, you will not get it. So those people that have responded to my email, they've gotten access to whatever thing they paid for, except the Grow Challenge people, which who have not given access yet, because the Grow Challenge is in October. But yes, I'll give you access. I don't. So once you get it, make sure you tag us on Instagram to show that you've gotten it. I'm not doing audio raffle draw here. I beg. It's real. I give you people who win their stuff. So thank you, everybody. Thank you, Adebisi, for that amazing session, for the raffle draw, for taking over the raffle draw. So guys, I think we've come to the end of the Grow conference day 4. I'll see you guys on day 5, which is tomorrow. Aoma will be coming to talk to us about building relationships to grow your social capital. So conference bestie, your assignment today is for you to go and meet your bestie, and you guys should look at the structures and systems you have in your business and see how you can improve them. So have a conversation, talk to your bestie. If you're at that stage where you need to hire somebody, brainstorm with your bestie. If you're not at that stage yet, then look at the other stages where you have. Do you have your systems in place, like our guest speaker already shared? And then also look at your, what do they call it? Look at your SOPs. Do you have standard operating procedures for each thing that you do? So for example, let me give an example of an SOP, right? So for me, I have SOPs for helping people clarify their brand message. So whether you're in the Grow Challenge or you're working with me one-on-one, the SOP is the same. The standard operating procedure is the same. The only difference with people who work with me in my 4 weeks program to clarify their brand message and those who join the 14 days Grow Challenge is the access level. The access level, right? So that means if you join the Grow Challenge, you're also going to be able to clarify your brand message, but it's in a group. If you do your 4 weeks Clutter to Clarity with me, you're going to be able to clarify your brand message, but one-on-one. So any examples I'm giving will be tailored to just you, because we are in a one-on-one settings. And the level of my involvement is also personal compared to when we're in the Grow Challenge. But then everybody gets results, but it's different access level and different payment. Now, the processes they go through is similar. So I already have a standard procedure to help you clarify your brand message. The only thing I do is I now bring it to the Grow Challenge and tailor it to fit a group settings. But if I'm doing one-on-one, I bring that standard procedure, the documents and everything I have, and bring it to my one-on-one and make it fit into a one-on-one setting. So that's the standard operating procedure what I use to help people achieve their brand clarity. The same thing, if I want to help you launch an online course, everything I teach in CLB, in my course launch blueprint, or how to launch an online course, which is a self-paced course, is what I use for my clients. The only difference here is that I am doing the work for my clients, or I'm doing it with my clients. But if you take CLB, it's the same step, the same processes, but you're learning how to go and do it by yourself. So that's standard. If somebody invites me to a webinar to come and teach how to launch a course, it is the same process I will go and teach in the webinar. But the level to which I will teach it will not be the same level that I've taught it inside CLB. So you see how everything is the same thing. If you see Yai, if you have listened to a storytelling class before, they are all similar, but different level, different access levels, depending on the settings that she's teaching this thing. And she also do this for their clients in a one-to-one settings, and they apply the same techniques, but different access levels. So that's what SOPs are. So create SOPs for the specific solutions that you provide for your audience and break them down into different access levels, maybe into an online course, into your one-to-one coaching. That way, it is easier for you to deliver results, right? You'll not be running head scatter doing your one-on-one sessions and all of that. So that's your assignment for the conference besties. All right. If you know and you know that you need template to create SOPs, you need template to create your brand policies, you need template to do all of these things, you should go and buy this lady's Oyindamola's offer. Go and buy her book, Dear Business Owner. This is for people who want the template and everything to create their SOPs and all of those things. Go and buy this book from Oyindamola. It is very, very useful and needed to you, right? So for those people who have won, congratulations. You're going to get access to the book within 24 to 48 hours. Thank you, everybody. Thank you so much for attending day 4. I'll see you guys in day 5, which is tomorrow at 5:30 p.m. And with that being said, we've come to the end of day 4 of the Grow Challenge. I'll see you guys on day 5. Bye.